Greetings everyone, this is Timothy Youngs, the Digital Apothecary, and today I'm going to be talking about Tinylogics Medication Reminder. Now, I do have a demo of this product, but I like to basically go through the company first before I start launching into showing a demo of the product, if I can at least. In this case, Tinylogics is an interesting company. Apparently, I think it's older. It's from the UK, Cambridge area, if I can recall, and they got their start through crowdfunding. So I'll actually show some of that first before I start showing the product then. So they have this thing called a Memo box, and I think they've had about 4 crowdfunding events based on their team page, but only 2 of them are accessible. And then they had this other one that's a wearable for focus, which I don't know anything really about. In any event, this Memo box, when it first started, is a small little box, and they has a recent crowdfunding done on Kickstarter and on Indiegogo that was basically for like a week's supply that you could have. So they've had some background, and to my knowledge, they've always kind of got what funding they needed, which has been pretty decent. And their product is available through their website or through Amazon. Now, they have a few different versions. So, like I said, they have like a week supply of a 7-box, like a MedMinder thing that basically what it does is the box fits into a 7 weeks course with the medications, and it links to a smartphone app, and then basically the app will remind you when to take the medication, and the device will beep and remind you as well. You can also just buy the box itself, little cartridges to fit into it. There's minis, there's bigger ones, so they have a bunch of different versions of them, and the one I have is the Memo Box Mini. That's what I'm going to be doing the review on here now, so I'm going to move over to that. Thank you, and let's continue with that now. So here's a smart pill box from Tinylogics. So this was a demo given to me, and this is one of the tiny ones that they have, actually, like the small ones, not the actually bigger ones. So we'll get this thing out. So a little tab here, take it out. Comes out like this. Here's the little memo box. Now I've taken this out in the past, but I haven't opened it in a while. Now this thing is Bluetooth enabled. It will sync up with an app that you download. If you can recall, the app is called Memo Health. It charges with the USB. Right there. Little thing that gets me with these types of things is like when you pull it back, I'm always concerned like this thing's going to rip off eventually. But it clicks in and locks in like that, and then you open it up, and there it is. So 3 little trays, which, so you've seen me play with these things for a while, just as a size reference. So this is an Ibuprofen. See a comparison. Here's a capsule. This is a normal size capsule, so can lay flat with it. Okay, so this thing could hold a few medications. So this is an ibuprofen. These are pseudoephedrine. So like if I had, so I could dump a bunch of stuff in here. Looks like. Now curiosity, we'll just say that, and then let's see if I close it, shake it around. Oh, they all stayed in. That's all. That's what I'm looking for. Now, there's not an easy way to scoop them out. So, like here, if this suppose hypothetically, you saw the other video I had. You can get the one that's a 7-day-a-week thing, which is laid out, are the bigger ones. So this is like a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and suppose you're taking medications 3 times a day. If you are taking, I mean, like this is actually, I think, would be a decent medication load for anyone. So this could hold all this stuff, I think, throughout the week for most people, as long as they weren't on something like, let's say, like 20 plus medications, 15 plus medications. And people are out there on that many medications. Trust me, I deal with that all the time. But this is kind of cool because this is small. I could easily put this in my pocket. You could put it in a purse. You can put it in a bag. It's very easy to transport around. It does light up and let you know, and the app will remind you. So this thing has reminder features and such. Just out of curiosity, just want to look at the quick start guide, see what was on there. This is an interesting box. So there's the charger. Here's a quick start guide. So pretty easy steps. Like, so charge the thing first, download the app, connect the memo box. I've done all this in the past. So, and then the things is for charging light, yeah. And then there's the directions. Now, one thing I haven't been able to figure out, I charged this a long time back, and it's not letting up though. I have desynced the app, so it might be something, but I don't know how long this lasts. Basically, what I understand, it should last for a few days. But I don't know if it can go weeks without charging. So this is probably something that you have to make sure you do have charge. I think one thing that gets me about that when you have multiple devices charging is basically, what do you do like when you have like 7 of these and when they start dying? Like, do you just start like, do you have 7 chargers? Do you charge it like quickly and such? It's something that has always been a curiosity for me when you have multiple little things like this. Now, a lot of smart pill caps, if you start seeing them, do have either USB or they're using like batteries, like a watch battery on them. So, I mean, charging for these devices is always something that's, I think, a big thing, especially since, this thing's connecting through Bluetooth. It's going to be paired to your smartphone. It's going to be tethered. It's going to be watching it. So that's going to drain the battery life slowly. As this thing lights up and alerts you that you need to take the medication, that's something else to keep in mind. So, but in terms of form factor, I really like this. It's very smooth. The one thing you'd have to be careful is you have to make sure you open it from the side, because I'm going to guess if you did this, they would all pop out. So, since there's nothing out there. So, you always have to make sure you open it the right way. Which I don't think is really going to be a huge issue, as long as you know, like, okay, memo box should open from that perspective, and they did put the logo on the other side, so that's going to help you out. The thicker covering, so more natural feeling. But definitely, I think I really like the concept here. This is something that, for me, the reason I used it in the past was I was actually using this for my allergies, and that was something that I needed. Because I don't really take medications throughout the entire year. Probably the only time is when my allergies act up in the season, so that's when I'll go to these types of things. And this one was really useful for that reason. In which case, I could just put a bunch of medications in here and just have this ready to go all the time. So I think that's really cool from that standpoint. So this is the memo box, and like, it's the one thing, if I can recall looking online, is just the fact that, you might have to buy a few if you have a lot of medications, you're going to carry a bunch of them and like go on a day sequential, or maybe you could just get by using the same one. But I like the form factor is really, I think, really what stands out to me. Well, probably like a little better battery cover for it. I'm certainly like taking this thing on and off and on and off, and will just eventually wear off. But so this is basically the memo box. I think it's really cool from Tinylogics. I keep an eye out to see where else they're going with this stuff, but compared to like other smaller Bluetooth-enabled medication adherence devices I've seen in the market, this was probably the one that I think is probably the most clean cut I've seen out there. So this is Timothy S. the Digital Apothecary, and thanks for listening.